You might think that people get fired for being lazy or making big mistakes. Those things can definitely lead to termination, but they aren't always the whole story. You know, getting fired is never fun. It can feel like a big kick in the stomach. But understanding why people lose their jobs can help you prevent it from happening to you. It can also help you to bounce back faster if it does happen. So let's dive in. First, why do people get fired? Let's look at it. You might think that people get fired for being lazy or making big mistakes. Those things can definitely lead to termination, but they aren't always the whole story. There are lots of reasons why someone might lose their job, and we'll break it down here. First, let's talk about performance. If you aren't doing your job well, it can lead to a problem or can be a problem. Maybe you're not meeting your goals, or maybe your work quality isn't up to par. And this can lead to a talk with your boss and eventually getting fired. It's important to do your best work and to ask for help if you are struggling in any area. Another big reason people get fired is because of their behavior. And this could be anything from being rude to coworkers to stealing from the company. It could also mean not following company rules or being absent a lot. So it's important to be respectful and professional at work. Sometimes people lose their jobs for reasons that have nothing to do with them. Companies might be going through tough times and need to let people go. This is called a layoff. It can happen to good workers and it's not usually personal. So it's important for you to understand your value. So to avoid getting fired, it's important to know what you bring to the table. Think about your skills and what you're good at. Are you a problem solver? Are you really organized? Are you good at working with people? Knowing your strengths can help you shine at work. It's also important to understand your company's goals. What does the company want to achieve? And how can your work help them to reach those goals? When you know what the company wants, you can focus your energy on things that matter. Building strong relationships is another area that is important to career success. So believe it or not, who you know can make a difference in your career. Building good relationships with your manager and coworkers is very important. When people like you, they're more likely to help you succeed. It's also helpful to have a mentor who can offer advice and support. Next, let's look at continuous learning. The world of work is always changing. New technology, new ways of doing things. It can be a lot to keep up with. That's why it's important to keep learning. Take classes, read books, or attend workshops. You can find many free workshops and webinars related to practically any specialty area by just searching online. The more you know, the more valuable you'll be to your employer. Then, handling criticism is a big one. Nobody likes to be criticized, but it's a normal part of work. So, if your manager gives you feedback, try to listen carefully and learn from it. Don't get defensive. Instead, ask questions and show that you're willing to improve. Next, Take care of yourself, which is something that a lot of people, including me, sometimes often neglect. Believe it or not, your physical and mental health can affect your job performance. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating healthy food, and exercising regularly. It's also important to take breaks and to manage stress. When you feel good, you'll more likely be productive and positive. Getting fired can be a tough experience, but it's important to remember that it's not, and I repeat, not the end of the world. With the right attitude and some hard work, you can bounce back and find a new job, hopefully an even better job, more likely an even better job than the one that you currently love and got let go for. Economic factors can also have an effect, and we all know that sometimes losing your job has nothing to do with your performance. Companies go through tough times just like households do and families do. Sales can be down, or the company isn't making enough money. When this happens, companies might have to let people go to save money. And it's like when your family has to cut back on spending because there's less money coming in. So do businesses sometimes. Technological changes is another reason why people are sometimes let go. The world is always changing, as we see from every day turning on the news or reading online or what have you, that AI is the talk of the town right now and probably will be for the foreseeable future. So technology is a big part of your career success. New machines and computers can do jobs that people used to do. This means some jobs might disappear. However, it also means that new jobs will appear as a result of that. So it's like when people used to have ice delivery people, but now we have refrigerators. While it can be scary, it also opens up new job opportunities. A company can undergo restructuring, and sometimes they change how they're organized. They might merge with another company, or they might decide to focus on different products or services. These changes can lead to layoffs or job changes. It's kind of like when your school decides to change the way classes are scheduled. Next, let's look at dealing with termination. Losing your job can be a shock, as we all know. It's okay to feel sad, angry, or scared, or all three at the same time. Give yourself time to process your feelings. Talk to friends, a very close trusted friend, family members, or consider if you need support, like EAP or therapy sessions. Once you have some time to adjust, it's time to start looking for a new job or decide what your next move is going to be. Update your resume, start networking, and look for job openings. Remember, it might take some time to find the right job, but don't give up. So how can we possibly prevent termination? The best way to avoid getting fired is to be a great employee. Show up on time, do your best work, and be a team player. Build good, strong relationships with your managers and your coworkers, and keep learning and growing, and remember to take care of yourself. Getting fired isn't always your fault, but there are things you can do to protect your job. By understanding the reasons why people lose their jobs, you can take steps to improve your chances of job security. So, if you do get fired, another important area to concentrate on is understanding your rights. If you've been fired, it's important to know those rights. You might be able to get unemployment benefits to help pay your bills while you're not working and you're looking for a new job. You should also check the laws in your state to see if there are other protections for workers. And some companies even pay employees who they lay off a severance, what they call a severance package, which is a continuation of their pay based on what their laws, the laws of their state, and also what their company policies are. Learning from experience. Every life experience should be a learning. We should look at it as a learning opportunity. So getting fired can be tough, a tough pill to swallow, but it can also be a chance to learn and grow. Think about what happened and what you can do differently in the future. Maybe you need to improve your communication skills, or maybe you need to find a job that better matches your interest. Stay positive. Looking for a new job can be frustrating, and it can be a full-time job all on its own. There will be ups and downs, and it's important to stay positive and keep your spirits up. Celebrate small victories like getting an interview or sending out a bunch of resumes. Remember, everyone goes through tough times at some point in life, and this too shall pass. Trouble does not last always. Build a strong support system, which a lot of people tend to overlook during this process as well. They operate during their job search as if they are on an island. So understand that having people to support you can make a big difference in making it through tough times like a job loss, at least tolerable, because you have people there for you. Talk to your friends and family about how you're feeling. Join a support group for people who have lost their jobs. These connections can help you feel less alone and give you the strength to keep going. Remember, getting fired is never easy, but it's not the end of the world. Because with the right mindset, a great support group, and consistent actions towards your goals, you will bounce back even stronger than you were before. So if you found value from this video, you know that my goal is to help you to live your best career life. And if you found value in this video, I ask you to like, share, and subscribe. Share it with someone else who is on the path or on the journey of getting to their best career life. It will help me to reach out to others, to a wider audience, and to share these great tips and information with other people like you. And it gives me joy to know that I'm helping you. So make sure, like I said, to please like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you need some motivation on a daily basis, visit my other YouTube channel. It's at lifted_spirit_365, where you'll find some awesome videos that will help to boost your spirit and to strengthen you based on the Word of God. So until next time, I wish you nothing but continued career success, and I'll see you in the next video.